Good morning. I'm Pam Borak, Hillsborough Township Public Information Officer, and we are providing you an update on the Somerville Business Park fire that is ongoing here in Hillsborough. We have Mayor Frank Delcourt, who will be taking the mic in a moment to give you some more details. We also have Somerset County Freeholder Mark Calaguire, Committeewoman Gloria McCauley, Director of Parks and Rec Bob Wagner, Township Administrator Anthony Ferreira, Hillsborough Township Fire Chief Chris Winiger, Hillsborough Township Police Chief Darren Powell, Hillsborough Rescue Squad Chief David Gwynn, Committeeman Greg Burchett, Hillsborough Township Health Officer Dr. Glenn Belnay, Office of Emergency Management Director John Sheridan, and we have Ralph Rodriguez, Emergency Response for NJDEP Emergency Response Program. I'm going to turn this over now to Mayor Frank Delcourt.
Good morning. Provide a little update, and then we'll turn it over for some questions. At this point, the fire is contained to the two buildings that were on fire last night. We've had a number of crews available to help support us. Certainly, we're very appreciative of all the work that our local firefighters, as well as surrounding towns, have done. All the emergency responders. I believe we've had over 30 towns and 200 trucks responding, assisting us with the fire last night. At this point, we do expect that Route 206 will close again between Camplain Road and Dukes Parkway West as we continue to work operations in that area. Power has been restored to all the residents in the area. The only power outage remains in the industrial park here as fire operations continue, and the power will remain off until the fire is fully extinguished. As many of you know, we did cancel schools today, although we do expect that all activities, school will take place again on Monday. Any activities related to the schools over the weekend will be decided early this afternoon, and we'll be coming out with a further statement if there's any further impact to the school issues. We do have the NJDEP emergency response team on site since last night, as well as the EPA. They continue to do air quality monitoring. At this point, there is no imminent public health threat. We did report last night there was one injury to a firefighter, Somerset County firefighter. That's the only injury that we are aware of at this time. A leg injury was sustained. There has been some concern that these buildings were the site of where mercury was stored. I can certainly confirm that that is not the case. There was, back in 2010, in adjacent properties, there was a federal stockade for mercury. That was removed back in 2012 as a result of the Hillsborough Township Committee's efforts, along with Congressman Lance, and it's been now relocated to Nevada. So that's been out of this facility, the adjacent facility, for about 6 years at this point. If there are any further inquiries or requests for information, we would ask that they go through our Public Information Officer, Pamela Borak. Her number is 908-365-8314. And certainly for in particular road closures, we would ask that we go through the public information. We will be coming out through various forms of communication, our Nixle and Honeywell alert, as well as our e-news, to make sure that the public is aware of updates on the situation, as well as any further issues regarding traffic concerns. With that, we'll open it up to questions. Certainly, if there's any questions for our fire chief or the EPA or our health officer, we'd be happy to take them at this point. Yes.
Fire chief, could you just talk a little bit about what's just, I guess, the wind and the weather and some of the hardest parts?
All right, currently the fire, as the mayor said, is contained. However, the commodities still remain in the building, and that's what you see burning behind us. Obviously, the weather is causing a problem for us. We have near zero or sub-zero temperatures, which is causing the water to freeze. We have apparatus issues because of the weather. The firefighters have to be rotated in and out on a very regular basis because of that. We are working with the state fire marshal's office and the county mutual aid coordinators, and we are getting a tremendous amount of support from our neighboring communities and counties to do that. So the wind right now is not a factor. However, we will keep an eye on that, and if that changes, that would be a problem. The original firefight yesterday, when we were first called here, the wind was a major factor in the containment and control of the fire. These buildings are leased as a federal property that is leased to a management company. The management company then sublets to various tenants. Right now, the commodities that were involved in the fire include bulk storage of furniture, paper records, food goods. Again, these are bulk quantities of this stuff, and a significant amount of plastic pellets that are used for blow molding. We believe that the plastic pellets, that significant amount of plastic pellets, is what's creating the smoke that it continues to burn. For blow molding, creating plastic containers, plastic bottles, things like that. It's the raw product stage of plastic. I'd have to talk to Glenn to tell me our health officer about that.
Question again?
Well, no, sir. We've been measuring for toxic constituents. Have not measured anything with regard to any of the things that would come off of burning plastic. Our main concern has been particulates because of the smoke leaving the site, and we're seeing that those are coming down considerably as the fire is contained and the wind is dispersing what's remaining in the fire.
Two buildings in total. Each is roughly 240,000 square feet.
There was occupants in the buildings when the fire occurred. They were removed either prior to our arrival or by the fire department. At this point, we have no origin and cause information whatsoever. Our teams are assembling, start putting that together. We obviously can't do a lot until we don't have that scene showing behind the scenes. I couldn't even tell you. I would imagine. I would hope to see significantly less smoke by this evening. The operation beyond that, again, weather is going to play a big factor in that with us. Beyond that, I would imagine it's going to be at least several days before we're done. Well, currently most of our water that we're using on site is coming from water tankers that are shipping the water to the site to put the fire out. There are hydrants on site, but the water pressure, due to the age and infrastructure there, is not really providing us anywhere near the water pressure that we need. So water is always an issue and a concern. The water company has representatives here, so if we run into problems with hydrants, we have that taken care of. The fire district has 2 mechanics that are standing by here that are taking care of apparatus issues that come up as well. Yeah, icing is a big problem. Absolutely.
Further questions? At this point, no.
I couldn't tell you the exact number. I would say the number of firefighters that are currently operating there is probably somewhere between 50 and 100. That fluctuates and goes up and down. We don't have. I don't have the exact number of companies. We have that in our command post. Right now, I think we're up to 5 different counties that we're drawing from. I would say we're using anywhere from 50 to 100 pieces of apparatus. Those numbers, we can have more specific numbers, later on.
Okay. With that, we'd certainly like to thank all the firefighters and emergency responders for their work throughout the night, last night into today, and for the ongoing operations that will be continuing. We certainly hope and pray for their safety, and we will provide a further update at a 2 p.m. conference call later today. Thank you all very much. 2 p.m.